Of course, there are differences because, like, if you think about Udmurt, for example, there are hundreds of thousands of people who speak it. And then you think about Kildin Sami, where there are 200 people. And Udmurt has an official status as a language of the Republic. And Kildin Sami is not recognized at any level, and they get no support from anywhere. When you start promoting your language, it's often considered sort of a threat, and I don't really understand why, because it's part of people's identity and it's important to them. It doesn't mean that they would be like making a revolution or something like this. So it's allowed to dance and show the costumes, but when you start talking about your language, it's sort of that's enough. I hate to say it, but I don't see much hope for the very small languages, while even the bigger ones are threatened. Well, I feel like it's positive in many language areas that young people have started making all these websites and projects and everything in their own language, and they value it. First of all, comics are like very simple and inexpensive to make. You know, you only need paper and pen. You don't need any high technology. You don't need lots of money. You just need kind of an inspiration. And then it's also, I feel like it's a very powerful tool because you combine text and pictures. And in the pictures you can like tell lots of things that you couldn't express through text. You can learn to draw comics in one day, and it's like anybody can do it. These postcards are made by the Museum of Kasim in Hantimansia, and some local newspapers have been publishing the comics that were made in the workshops, and in Hantimansia there was also a children's comics competition that was organized by the local newspapers. It's like repeatedly in these comics people move the cities and they are like discotheques and casino, and they're like, oh, this is wonderful life, and then they come back to the village and the village is dead. There's nothing, there's only graves. So it's some sort of common phenomenon in the world that people come back to their roots at some point.